Daily Devotion with Pastor Balla for May 18th, 2023, from Proverbs chapter 20, verse 22. Do not say, I will repay evil. Wait for the Lord, and he will deliver you. The Bible reminds us that God will sort it out at the end. God will take care of repaying of the evil that is done to us. Like the old cliche, two wrongs don't make a right. There is a real danger of Christians whenever Christians use evil. That is, we are opening ourselves up to be consumed by evil. And when we are consumed by evil, we are rejecting the gift of faith. So God's word very clearly says, God will take care of it. Don't go anywhere near the evil. Because only God can allow evil to be used and then will use it for his purpose. You cannot. Verse 23, unequal weights are an abomination to the Lord, and false scales are not good. Just like earlier in this chapter, we have another reminder from God. Don't try to cheat the system, because when you try to cheat the system, you're actually trying to cheat God, and God does look at the heart. Verse 24, a man's steps are from the Lord. How then can man understand his way? Now, this is a fun proverb to ponder. It reminds us that God is really in control. It is good to come up with our own plans and our own ideas, but to realize that God's plan will prevail. So the conclusion for us as Christians is when we start coming up with plans, we should be asking, is this God-pleasing? Because if it's God-pleasing, you know it's going to do well. If it's not God's pleasing, we're going to find ourselves battling, you could say, with God. Verse 25, it is a snare to say rashly, it is holy, and to reflect only after making vows. It is a snare to make any quick vow, especially a vow or a promise that invokes God, because only God is holy. As Christians, we are reminded that we don't need to say anything more than yes or no. But when we do make a serious promise and invoke God, for example, like marriage, we should consider this very carefully. However, I will admit, a lot of couples don't always take the time needed to reflect upon this relationship before they enter into the estate of marriage. So this proverb is a little bit of a warning because it needs to remind us that God is listening and God always keeps his promises, and God expects us to keep our promises, especially when we invoke his name. Verse 26, a wise king winnows the wicked and drives the wheel over them. Remember, the government does have the power to punish evildoers. So the king here sorts out the evil and then follows through with the punishment. That's the way it's supposed to work. We need to repeat this proverb in today's society because we don't always see that. And we see the evil go unpunished. But as we heard in the previous Proverbs, don't worry, God will sort it out in the end. God's peace and many blessings be with you, and thank you for listening. And please take an opportunity to share this message with others. If you have enjoyed these daily devotions, please consider making a donation to Peace Lutheran Church, 24024 West Main Street, Plainfield, Illinois, 60544. Thank you again for listening.